This video brought to you by Patreon. Not quite my tempo. No worries. From the top. Some assembly required. You put this thing here and I don't know what that is. And you put this thing here and I don't know what that is. I know what this is, but we'll get to that later. And for those of you who don't know what Kamen Rider is, I also don't know jack shit. I've always been aware of Kamen Rider, but I've never actually watched it. Kamen Rider is what you call a Tokusatsu franchise. You know, guys in rubber suits pretending to be big, or guys with gimp fetishes, and from what I know, each Kamen Rider series has its own theme, kind of like the more popular Tokusatsu series Super Sentai, also known as Power Rangers. For example, in Kamen Rider Madoka Magica, everyone had fruit armor, for fuck's sake. And I'm assuming that the theme for Kamen Rider Hibiki is that they look fucking awesome. This figure is a masterpiece of painting and sculpting. The dark and monstrous appearance of Hibiki really sets him apart from That's a Real Thing. I guess his appearance is based off the classical Japanese Oni. And that face design! Or should I say, what face? God damn, do I love it! And to add to the creep factor, there's a little face on his face. All the paint on this guy is done really cleanly, but I gotta give special mention to these forearms. Holy shit, how did they do that? How the purple blends into the red is absolutely beautiful. God, I wanna cry. Only questionable thing about this incredible design is, Look, I get the Oni theme, and I know that those big dumb ogres probably wore thongs, but including it here kind of ruins the seriousness of the overall design. It's by no means a deal breaker, I just needed something to complain about. Now this guy's part of a line called Super Imaginative Chogokin, which is a Bandai line that specializes in doing tokusatsu figures, and usually any figure with the Chogokin name has some die-cast metal in it. I've been doing the cool touch technique all day and I still haven't found any metal. Maybe I gotta be a little more intimate. Leave a comment if you know which parts are metal. He also comes with a few accessories. You get these alternate hands that are holding his drumsticks. Yes, that is what they are. And at the very tip of each drumstick, you get a tiny Oni face. One of them is smiling and one of them is frowning. I don't think I'm sleeping tonight. So these Oni tips are removable. And you can plug them into this piece. And that piece goes right into his butt. That just makes it look like he's put his sticks away. And if you had a Bandai Tamashii Nations Act 5 stand, you could get him into some aerial poses. Did I say poses? You know I did, baby boy. Ball joint here, arm moves out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, ball joint here, ball joint here, ball joint at the hips, thigh swivel, double bend at the knee, up and down at the ankle, a pivot, and one more. For such a beautifully painted, amazingly sculpted figure, this guy is swiveling tiny, even smaller than the Figma Madoka Kaname, Masterpiece Optimus Prime, SH Monster Arts Godzilla, and a fellow red and purple figure, the Master Grade Blitz Gundam. See you Saturday. Overall, this figure is surprisingly awesome. If you're a Kamen Rider fan, definitely pick this one up. It's a great price too. And I gotta be honest, I would have never picked this guy up if it wasn't for Sam Durham. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. I'm sorry if I fucked up your name. If you contribute $10 or more to my Patreon, you can request a review of a figure that's $40 or less.
Say it.
Swivel here.
Say it so the whole band can hear you.
Swivel here.
Louder!
Swivel here.